Hey guys, welcome to our course Python for Data Analysis. In this video, we'll be talking about Python variables. We'll explore the variables in Python and how to use them to store different data types in Python. And also we'll talk about the guidelines and standard practice in creating variables in Python. Before we get started, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and put your question in the comment box.
9 to 5 data.
In Python, a variable is a name that refers to a value stored in memory. Variables are used to store data that can be manipulated and accessed throughout the program. Python variables are dynamically typed, meaning you don't need to explicitly declare the data type of the variable, unlike in some language where you have to specify the data type of the variable or the values you are imputing. In Python, the data type is based on the value assigned to the variable. For example, we have x. Data type of x becomes an integer because 23 is an integer, and we have name. The data type of name, which is the variable, becomes a string because the value we pass to it is actually a string. There are some guidelines for creating Python variables, so let's explore them. The first one is variable names must start with a letter, either A to Z, like small letter A, or it can also be a capital letter A or Z, or an underscore. Subsequent characters in the variable names can be letters, maybe from 0 to 9, also an underscore. Variable names are case sensitive. For example, my var with capital letter V and my var with small letter v are different variables and they mean different things. Variable names should be descriptive and meaningful to convey their purpose. So, example, you can use something like school ID, customer ID, count, something to make sure the variable is descriptive and meaningful. And another guideline is to avoid using reserved keywords as variable names. For example, if is a reserved keyword, s is a reserved keyword, for, while, and def, which is used for defining a function. So we get to understand most of this as we progress in our course. Also, use lowercase letter for variable name in most cases. It is very important to use lowercase letter in most cases, and also follow the snake convention. So the snake convention is using underscore to replace space. Instead of putting a space between two words, use an underscore to replace the space. So let's take an example. For example, city, which is a variable, is showing that, okay, London. So we know city variable is storing name of city, for example, London. And travel time, this is trying to save time taken to travel, for example 15, and customer name, can see customer name is equals to Jude. So all these are great examples of variables. And if you look at the second example, we have travel time, which is a clear example of snake casing. So everything is small letter and the words are separated by underscore. So the third example is actually correct, but most of this time is frowned upon because it's starting with a capital letter. So if you are using a snake case, every word has to be small letter and they have to be separated by an underscore. We have come to the end of this lesson, and in the next video, we'll be talking about Python object. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you there.